Kia ora, good evening everybody. You're here with Boys Get Paid, coming at you live from the Export Beer Garden studio on another Thursday evening, a beautiful Thursday evening at that. We've got races from Trentham this week. We're 10 days out, I think it might not even be 10 days, from the Karaka Millions, and we've had the return of Ellerslie on Sunday. Hopefully everybody enjoyed that. It is fantastic to have you here with us tonight, and it's fantastic to have these two fellas here with us as well. Luke, how are you, mate?
Oh, very, very well, mate. Getting very excited ahead of a big weekend of racing this weekend and, of course, next weekend.
I bet. Dan, you going good, mate?
Yeah, mate, I'm so good. That was such a good precursor to the KM on Sunday. I'm fired up and ready.
Yeah, it's really refreshed us to get into the season.
Have you had a Red Bull?
No.
I thought I could smell Red
What
Bull
happened
for a
to it?
second there.
I'll put it back in the fridge.
Did you?
Yeah.
Nice one.
Have you had a Musashi yet?
That's tomorrow morning, mate.
Shit, sponsors product, mate. Luke's doing emails. He's getting ready for a podcast, doing emails, sending messages. You got about 1 million interviews in the morning, is that right?
Yeah, we've got 4 pieces of content to make between 7 and 10 a.m. tomorrow, mate. If we can't get that done, well, no one can. So let's start. Let's go.
Busiest time of the year. You're here to help us as well, people. Thank you so much for joining us. As always, get into the comments. Let us know who your best bet is this week at Trentham. I think the lads have struggled a little bit because we've got a couple of best bets from Gore. I couldn't believe that this afternoon. I didn't want to say scratching the barrel, but I thought, oh my goodness, how have we gone down there?
They'll be gorgeous by the time they come in, mate. Don't you worry about that.
Of course they will be. Of course they would be. Righto, yeah, get in the comments. Let us know. Punters Club's at 450 grand at the moment. We want you to let us know how much you think it's going to get to, because hopefully the Punters Club's increased given a big whack that went on Tuesday, was it?
There was a fair bit going on Tuesday, boys, and that was a fair bit of cash going on. Farah Leone in the Westbury Stud Classic. Now, this was $14. We've had 100 grand on. I believe that this will be the biggest payout from the TAB in their history should the horse win. It's now $5. It trialled well. The track spies were keen. They were out and about trying to find something to back. And we were looking at the field thinking what may not turn up on the day. So looks like a pretty grouse bet. But again, need to see who ends up in the field. Where do you draw? But we've secured some overs. And yeah, hopefully it can get the boys paid and get the punters paid out there.
Dan, you were pretty happy with the strategy behind that punt, weren't you?
Oh, 100%, mate. I love the idea of going early and getting the overs. It becomes so much more difficult on the day when you have $1.5 million and you've got 6 races, remember, as well. So you're not got a huge spread, and all the bets are at Ellerslie as well. So you don't have the option to start punting at Tarapa or wherever they're racing earlier. Is it
Trentham and Riccarton, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So they're all pushed into those 6 races, and the odds start tightening up as you get closer to the day on Saturday, trying to figure out and understand how much money is in the pool. So yeah, I love go hard, go early, and hopefully one of them lands.
This will be a very interesting Karaka Million in terms of punting. Now, if you're watching from home, then don't be surprised if we bet late, and we're not going to be able to give as much notice with some of those bets if we're betting late. Now, think about this. This will be one of the first times that Racing.com are showing the races to the level that they will. With so many Australian jockeys coming over as well, there's going to be massive interest on the race day. And I might throw my 100 on Blake Shin. And I think that's got the ability to really move some of those markets. And so we could have something and we could think, shit, we got overs. And in that last 4 to 5 minutes before the race, you could see something completely blowing out. So we're going to have to play with that a little bit too and figure out how we navigate that. So, yeah, it's not as easy as just sort of, you got a big balance, just fucking back some horses and hopefully they win and give everyone their cash back. There's a lot that goes into it in terms of thinking and stuff that we're already thinking about. So bring it on.
Absolutely. You guys have been thinking about it for a very long time, and you're definitely bringing the sizzle.
There's plenty of sizzle, mate. They love the sizzle. Yeah.
I couldn't even contemplate that there could be another futures bet, and you've done it. So, bloody hell, I'm sure
Sickening.
everybody out there, I had to read through some of the comments during the week as well. Everyone's pretty pumped about it. No negativity about that. Everybody's got something to look forward to. I'm sure everybody went into the form and went, oh, shit, how did I miss it? Because now it's at 5. Well, if you missed it, just get more in the Punters Club. It's the only way you can do it.
I like it, mate. And the only place you can get 21s around Cool and Fast. Speaking of cool and fast, geez, how about the Punishers over the weekend? "Oh, have you heard what's happened? Oh, I think it's going to get scratched. Oh, you better go on Electric Star. You better get on Velocious." I'm like, mate, you fucking seriously think that we're just going to go and throw another bet on Velocious on the basis of your rumour that Cool and Fast isn't going to be running? But anyway, someone started that rumour that horse was going to be scratched. We are assured by the stable, and there was an article even in the Herald. You know, Mickey G gets to write an article about Cool and Fast potentially being scratched. So fingers crossed that horse ends up in the race as well. Be careful of the old racing rumours. There's always plenty of bloody, I was going to say sizzle in the rumours, but that's probably not the right word. Yeah.
Good news comes to you in the sauna sometimes, doesn't it?
Certainly does, mate. Got a phone call in the sauna today trying to make weight like Opie.
Good.
Yeah.
Good reports, I hear. That is very, very good to know. Everybody can squash that rumour. The 850 people that are coming to the Karaka Millions and the however many that are coming beforehand to the BGP event will be bloody excited as well. I understand it's sold out. We're at capacity. Everyone's rearing.
Yeah, we are at capacity, which is really, really exciting. With a whole week to go, I'd say, it was funny. As soon as they sold out, I got a couple of messages. "Oh, hey, mate, I missed out." Fucking, you missed out. You've had 3 months. What do you mean you missed out? But anyway, the classic. But there are a few people that have got tickets to sell. We set up a post inside the Facebook group to try and have a bit more verified control of who may be buying or selling. But buyer beware. If you were to buy a ticket that's already been sold to somebody, then, hey, there's nothing that the race club nor BGP can do for you. So please, I hate at this time of year going on Messenger and seeing the little red thing up the left corner, and it's like message request.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, hi, Luke. Oh, no, here we go. It's some Farlandish request or whatnot, but there'll be nothing we can do for you. So please be careful. We do know the odd person who does have a spare one, and if they come to us, then we'll try and facilitate that so that people don't get ripped off. But I'm sure, like, if someone is ripping people off in this BGP community, A, you'll probably get a hiding on the other side of it, and B, you'll have nothing to do with anything that is BGP in the future.
Absolutely. There won't be anyone looking to refund their tickets, I would have thought. Are we allowed to talk about the special guest that's going to be in the room, or are we keeping that disclosed? Is that okay?
I'm not too sure.
Is it that special that we need to keep it disclosed? I'll leave that with you.
Yeah, let's just we'll lay off that one. We'll
Okay.
find out if we're allowed to say. There's a few special guests coming into the room, I believe. Yeah, including maybe a trophy.
Okay.
Yeah, I got to tell you boys about that. There's been a lot on. My inbox is, my word, I'm like a fucking Kardashian at the moment. It's unbelievable. The amount of people that want me to pimp their product out. I'm like, yo.
I was going to say, I hate those message requests coming through any time, and I probably get 2 a year, and you're getting them probably left, right, and centre, eh?
Yeah, it's all part of it.
Dan, it's pretty exciting, mate. You've got the night off and everything. You're ready to go. Have you already thought about how the live stream and everything's going to go, mate?
Yeah, man, absolutely. I'm ready to roll.
Did you look at your position on Sunday when we were there at the races? Yeah.
Oh, no, I didn't. Well, I mean, I looked up at that room and I thought, fuck, I can't wait to be up there.
I think
just
you said a
screaming
couple of
something,
times,
so-
is this thing going to fall over?
Yeah.
If Cool and Fast wins?
Cool and fast. And then, like, we go, well, Faraglione was probably going to run before, right? Fucking hell, both of them coming. Yeah. They'll need to build a new stand. That's it.
He's
Forget
actually-
about it.
We'll be able to chip in a little bit of the cash to do it.
Yeah.
You're ready to go to the bathroom. You're that excited, mate. It's outstanding. Good work. Righto. Okay, on to big news as well. Competition time from the TAB and the Auckland. No, it's actually from the Auckland Racing Club, isn't it? It's not the TAB this time. They give away so much stuff. I think it's the TAB. It's actually the Auckland Thoroughbred Racing Club who are giving you your chance to win a trip to the All-Star Mile in Melbourne plus a share of 250,000 Australian dollars. Pretty exciting stuff. I'm going to read out the memo. I think we've posted it all on the socials and things, and there's a link in the comments. Is that right, to go and enter?
Yeah, that's right. There was on Instagram the other day. I'm sure most people will find this by the time they start to see it pop up because there's a fair bit of time to enter. But if you can't find it, sing out. I'm sure we can, put something on the... someone will put a comment onto the Facebook page where this is live streamed at the moment.
Absolutely. You might as well. It's what dreams are made of. So the winner of the winner of the TAB Karaka Millions 3-year-old and the winner of the $1 million Aotearoa Classic are gaining automatic entry into the All-Star Mile, which is absolutely outstanding. Hopefully people already knew that. That is such a great thing for New Zealand racing. But this prize is offering everyday Kiwis the chance to experience being a horse owner ambassador. How does that go, Luke?
Oh, mate, I've been over there for one of the years. Honestly, you want to win this. I was lucky enough to go to sort of the announcing of all of these people at this pre-event. Louis, Ben, and myself, and we were pretty steamed up. We had a We did a podcast live from there, actually, but it was pretty cool. There are people from all over Australia, and they're there for the weekend and a chance to win this 250 rack. And some of them didn't really know heaps about racing or what even was really going on, but they were up and about.
Yeah, it's better to be doing this than actually being a horse owner, eh? If you can get this opportunity.
Fuck you. I wouldn't know, mate. Stop with the jokes.
Right. As an ATR owner ambassador, that's what you can become if you enter into this draw. You're in for a share of $250,000 with a cool $100,000 up for grabs for the owner ambassador whose horse takes out the $4 million All-Star Mile feature. So, Dan, I think you thought Legato and who else are going to it?
Pendragon.
Pendragon.
Just
what?
quietly.
Okay. All
Into
right.
$9, I believe.
Yeah, it's good. It's really good. Righto. Okay, well, get in because the prize sure is here. It'll be, on the social media and everything like that.
And I believe to win, because I did start reading the T's and C's, Geek Man over here, that you have to be able to go. So if you win, you have to be able to go. And I can't because I've got a wedding.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I entered, but that's me out. Done. So
Well, can you offload your winning to somebody else? Surely.
not sure. I thought I'd worry about that when I win it, but let's be honest.
Future admin.
The likelihood of me.
You've got a line into the Victoria Racing Club,
Yeah,
I would have thought.
correct.
You can just
I broadcast.
I think my wife and kids are leaving on the Tuesday after that to go to
Leaving
Canada
you?
for 8 weeks.
Oh, leaving Japan.
So, I mean, I could go. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if they're going to want to come back from Canada if I do go.
Sheesh. Oh, it's a bloody good thing to be a part of anyway, and doesn't really cost you anything apart from being remarketed 1,000 times by their races in the future, I'd imagine. So get in the mix.
Absolutely. It's very easy. I think it's just first name, last name, phone number. So get involved, people. Righto. Ellerslie, we were there on Sunday. Luke, you were coming in off the back of a stag do, off the back of a 2-day stag do, and you've recovered quite well, I thought.
Yeah, it's taken me till today, I'm going to be honest. Yesterday was still a little bit scratchy, but very good today. And yeah, we had a great time. And obviously we got to see the Bliss Bet come home in race number 3 in the down on one knee Ben Masters, 1,500 metres. ATR even had a brilliant rug that they'd done up for the winner of the race. There was no stone left unturned, and we saw Fortunate Son and Taliska both run top 4. Great win from Fortunate Son, which we tried to steer you all into the start before as the Bliss Bet, and unfortunately it was scratched that day. But hopefully you followed because you got $6 and you got $12 or $13 if you bet late. But it was so good to be back there at Ellerslie. Managed to pick up a couple of winners, and hopefully we can do the same thing on the 27th. But what about you, lads? You have a good time?
I absolutely loved it. Yeah, it was so good being back on the nice, beautiful turf of Ellerslie, and we had a good spot up the top there watching it, going down their trackside to watch the bent down on one knee Ben Masters 1,500 was a treat as well. I thought the track played pretty well. I know there was probably a few niggly complaints maybe about it being having maybe a little bit of an on-pace bias. It is the first time that it was run. When I went back and had a look, though, there were horses making ground. I think a lot of the horses just got away with pretty cheap sectionals, so I think that might have been the telling, not necessarily the, maybe how the track was playing.
Yeah, you got a Quinella in the first, didn't you? A good Quinella. You were happy with that?
Oh no, it was the
Power play.
Power play.
Power
Yeah,
play.
it was Merchant Queen to win, and then Egyptian Queen top 4.
Nice.
$8.
Good start to the
Very
day.
good.
Your Quinella was $8 actually, with Merchant Queen and Ethereal Star.
Or was that $8 as well?
Yeah.
Did you get on that?
naughty.
Yeah, I had a bit of that. Yeah.
Good work.
Yeah, it's pretty happy lad.
Mate, that is good work. And the lads had a big Quinella in the last, I think, as well, eh?
Yeah, we did. We had Rudyard and Russian Satire, is that right?
Yep.
Yeah, we
Yep.
actually missed a $8,000 multi to save the stag do and hopefully pay for us to carry on for another week. But it's probably a good thing it didn't come in. But we needed City Gold Ready, but we kicked it off with a winner in the first, but we just took these all to place, but not City Gold Ready. We had it to win. But we had Merchant Queen, then we had Fortunate Son to place as well, and then into City Gold Ready, and then all finishing on Rudyard just to place. So we had 3 winners that were all back to place, and then we had City Gold Ready, who unfortunately couldn't get the job done. Is
Yeah.
what it is.
It is what it is. And thanks very much. Thanks for the invite along on Sunday, obviously, and thanks to PW for hosting so well as well. I thought he was absolutely excellent in the winners' circle afterwards. He was bloody pleased to see you boys, I would say, and he hosted well.
Yeah, look, I was a bit unsure where to go because I haven't really had to go into that winners enclosure there at Ellerslie. But wow, there's champagne behind there, some nice little cakes that you can have a crack at, and yeah, few replays of the race. It was outstanding, wasn't it?
Love a bit of Stella Artois as well, don't they?
Oh, baby.
Yeah, it was good times. Thanks to everybody that was a part of it. Hopefully everybody on the Stag Do has recovered well this week and you're looking forward to the wedding. Legato, lads, speaking of the racing, honestly, Legato was just unbelievably good.
That was massive.
Yeah.
Obviously, with a few people sort of saying about horses winning off the front and whatnot, she just picked them up and dropped them and even just seemed to slow down at one stage and go outside one of the horses and just go, seeing you, see you later. You were getting $3 to win that 4-year-old, but now you're getting $1.60.
Oh,
State.
that was $3, I think, before the New Year or something like that, wasn't it? Or even before the race.
I thought it was before the race,
Oh,
but maybe
wow,
not.
okay.
Yeah,
Oh, man,
certainly
that's-
last year boosted out. Yeah.
One question I had was the lads from Wild Night were saying it didn't handle the track. And I think, Dan, you were a bit concerned about that, given a lot of racing is going to be happening at Ellerslie over the next
Yeah,
couple
well,
of
I mean,
years.
considering the next one's worth 1.5 mil, I think, or is it? No, it's $1 million, isn't it? Well, which one's 1.5? No, the Elsdon Park is $1 million.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's a lot of money.
Yeah.
If it's not handling that track, yeah, you're in a bit of a pickle. I don't know. Matt might have been a little bit emotional, just quietly. There's probably a lot of emotions going on
With the owner?
at the time. Yeah, with the owners.
Yeah, well, I
at the
did
time
hear
post-race.
someone yelling out at them, wild kite. It's drifting out the back. It's drifting out the back. I was like, whoa, this shit's going to get real around here real quick.
No. They're a passionate group of owners, eh? That was quite... I thought Wild Night... I actually put a bet on Wild Night because I thought it might just surprise it was up and running, and it just never got going, eh?
Yeah, I Cornelled it with Sacred Satono, so I was
Oh,
getting
yeah.
real rash.
Oh, Sacred Stono wasn't too bad a bet, I didn't think.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Good second.
Legato is top notch, and obviously Ted's Marakatu ran second. He just thinks that it might need to be ridden a little bit colder in the Karaka Millions.
Yeah. Yep, good luck.
$1.65 favourite. Taliska got beaten as well, so it was an interesting punting day.
Yeah, that 2-year-old race certainly, I mean, obviously we've got our bet on Cool and Fast, but it is by no means home, and that race is really shaping up to be a very tricky race to find the winner of.
Yeah, absolutely. And heading back to Saturday as well, the harness lads, or over the weekend actually, best bets, the harness lads combined, they did bloody well, didn't they? Friday and Sunday, Fitzy and the Scan Man, Ultimedio got the job done, and then
Yeah, was
Fitzy
that
on Sunday.
Fitzy's one on Sunday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Completely missed it.
Fitzy was tipping it
first
out
race.
before the even odds were out and before
Or
the
the fields were out.
Just like,
Yeah,
don't worry,
like,
boys,
what's
get
going
on.
on?
Yeah.
Keep an eye out for it. Don't know what race it's in, just get stuck in. So well done to Fitzy, because I'm pretty sure he brought that one, syndicated it, tipped it as his best bet first start, and got the people paid. So, yeah, the Scareman one got home as well. And who else?
Did your best
Yes.
bet come home?
My one came. I thought we had another one as well. I had both top four, Mary Shannon and Pendabell, and
That's
they
right, yep.
they were third and fourth.
Yeah.
I thought we might have had one more. Oh, then Ben's one on the Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
They were
was
pretty good. I think I worked it out. If you backed every one of them, you were still ahead, because I saw some dickhead in the comments saying, "Oh, these are all fucking duds or something." I'm like, right,
really?
mate, back to the mirror. There's another one.
Oh.
Jesus. Don't need another loser.
Oh, we spend 5 hours a week going through the form. We don't need that type of feedback.
Exactly, mate. Exactly.
Takes up a lot of time, though. Speaking of Trentham, that was the Quintessa race you were talking about, wasn't it? Which was the Levin Classic.
Yeah. Gee, big win, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was awesome. Only by a nose, but really fought hard to the line.
Yeah, I thought the other one of Walker Burgesson that ran home from last. What was it called? Certainly.
Yeah.
That looked real good. That was so far back.
Yeah.
But yeah, Quintessa has just been so honest this preparation. She's not gone a bad race.
I actually went back and listened to the podcast from last week, because I was trying to figure out what did we put on top, and that's when all the money was come for Quintessa, and we were going like, holy shit, 4.5 and a 3.6, and I mean, it obviously saluted, but you were talking about certainly as well about saying, hey, this is a horse to follow, and yeah, it was a massive run, so we were there and thereabouts. It's good to see that form line just keep stacking up, right? It seems to be those good quality horses that are running either first, second, or third, or even fourth in those races. Even Zab Manzoor running second, jumping up out of the ground.
And there might be one that's coming out of that form line coming up that we're going to preview at some point soon. The Desert Gold Stakes, the Thorndon Mile, and the Wellington Cup this week. We've got some good knowledge and insight for that. And Pendabell was really good at the each way bet. I really hope Pendabell wins a Group 1 at some point, Always right there or thereabouts. And then the Telegraph. If we can just wrap up the weekend by talking about the Telegraph, that was tough to watch. Can you remember it?
Look, I had to watch a couple of replays, but also on the pod last week, Mercury were like, nah, I just can't really have it, Sorry, Marshy, I'm in the crew, but yeah, wow. And Bonnie Lass, maybe unlucky a little bit again. I've watched that replay a couple of times, and I still don't even really know what the hell was going on. It was crazy. And yeah, Lincoln's Cruise dropping Riddell. I've got a feeling that the jockey's fallen off Lincoln's Cruise a couple of times now. Can't be sort of good for horse knows that's what's happening. But anyway, it was just very awkwardly run, and we nearly got the bickies with Express Yourself up the inside.
Yes.
We were both pretty keen on that. I didn't have a place bet. I only had a win bet. So that's how I remember the race.
Yeah, that's how I remember it as well. I think I had Express Yourself at the 11s, I think it was early.
Right.
Yeah. And then I have gone back and watched the replay a couple of times as well. It just seemed it was the pinball machine. It was a very weirdly run race. Mercurial deserved to win it. Like has been going really good races and really stepped up. So I wish it had run second to Express Yourself, but hey, that's my pocket talking. Yep.
Express Yourself was coming home really well along the rail. I think it was pretty slowly run. I got on Dragon Leap for some reason. I just thought surely this horse is going to win it, and then it got boxed in by that horse that dropped its rider, and it was so disappointing to watch. It was hard.
Yeah, I think punters might have got out in the last. Lock and Aura into $2.50 from 4.8. I think it opened, Dan. Is that right?
Yeah. It was. It's a big price early.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So that was good.
Well, you did say on the pod, you said, look, you were going to make it your best bet, but you didn't want to go head-to-head. We actually put a bit of stag do kitty on Boomtown Boys, so go, you owe us a couple of lagers, mate.
He texted me today apologising for his punting. I didn't point out that you had Lochinora in the last. Nah. Hey, that's punting. That is all good stuff. Hopefully people got involved over the weekend and made some money out of it. Keep your comments coming in, everybody. We want to know where you think the Punters Club's going to get to, and we want to know your best bets for Trentham this week, because we found it pretty hard, to be honest, but we will try and run through 3 of these races, the Desert Gold Stakes, Thorndon Mile and the Wellington Cup. Before that, the Blessed Bet this week. Mate, the odds on this Blessed Bet are outstanding. If you haven't got on already, surely you've got to get in.
Crazy, isn't it?
That's so good. This is the biggest Blessed Bet ever.
Yeah, it's pretty loose. There was a top 5 and a top 6 option. I'm like, nah, fuck it. Let's go top 4. So we're going to go to Trentham, meeting for race number 10. Now, Achieve and Reputation, we're going to need both of them to run top 4. And Achieve's drawn 3, and Reputation's drawn barrier 10. So it's not going to be easy, but if we can get both of them to run top 4, we're getting $9 odds. Now, Reputation always seems to take a bit of money. I think it's been very, very good in its last couple of starts. And now Achieve as well. This is a horse that runs second last start. Was still a little bit off them, but it's got a very good second up record. And I actually think it'll be a little bit fitter than that too, because it's been scratched out of a couple of races. So hopefully it can perform on that good track. I just thought that could be a way to get us out in the last. So Achieve and Reputation, both top 4. If we can get both of them in the top 4, we're looking at $9.
It's a great Blessed Bet. Dan, are you on?
I will be.
Good.
Yeah, I love that. I was actually looking at Achieve. I quite like that horse, so
yeah,
I think that's I think that's going to go well.
It's a tricky race. Like, I think it will be a blanket finish, and we'll be like, fuck, are we 4th there, or are we 5th, or what's going on? But anyway, you got to have a crack at something. So that's it, $9. People know what they're getting themselves into. That's
it. I mean, you know that it's worth it when you've spent so much time looking at the form and trying to find something that, you might as well take the boosted odds on something. And at $9.
Yep.
Oh, good on you, mate.
Loose.
Well
Let's
done.
go.
Righto, let's get into some of the races. The Desert Gold Stakes. Keep your comments coming in, by the way, people. We will get to them. The Desert Gold Stakes Trentham Race 5 is a 3-year-old race over 1,600 metres. It doesn't have what would be perceived to be the best 3-year-olds in the country at the moment in it, but it's got some bloody nice horses in it, so it should be a hell of a race, Luke.
Well, someone's got to win it, and I'm not entirely sure who that's going to be. This is a very, very tricky race to pull apart, right? And I'm sure we'll probably all end up with Grail Seeker there or thereabouts in our top 3 after running in behind Mary Shan and Molly Bloom that would just have to be up there in a class of their own as such in this age group. So 4 lengths off them, though, is still a bit to pick up. And, I wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't get everything go its way and could get rolled. And who does that? I don't know. I don't mind a horse like Vera Rose, but it's drawn out in barrier 14. I didn't mind Roger James and Bobby Wellwood's horse there, that Sidbina, but that's drawn barrier 12 and it's only $3. So anyway, you've got to. You could spend like an hour going through this and then come up with about 4 different answers. So I thought what I would do is I'd stick with Grail Seeker to trust the form, and then I would have a little quinella around a horse like Vera Rose for a bit of value, and then even throw in for a little bit of specking Funfetti and Dragon Blossom. Dan,
Nice.
thoughts?
Yeah.
We could all come up with 4 different equations here. Right?
Yeah, I've come up with 2, and I've come up with 2 just based on I feel like they were both on a bad part of the track at Pukekohe. Grail Seeker not so much on Boxing Day, but definitely Vera Rose, I think, because that was on New Year's Day. Down on the inside down there, went pretty quickly to start off with, and like on the straight with about 300 left to go, it got overtaken by that Grand Gallo, and that just smacked them up that day. But it was, again, like it was down on the inside of the track where a lot of the horses didn't seem to handle it at all and looked like it maybe didn't handle it. So I'm hoping this thing comes back to a good track, might be able to return to some winning form. So I like the $12 and $3.80 there. But I am going to stick with Grail Seeker because, Molly Bloom in this race, she'd probably be $1.20, $1.30.
She'd smash them.
Is she going to beat the rest of the slot by 4 lengths or more? Maybe.
Yeah. Speaking just from you guys, you mentioned Dragon Blossom there, and you've mentioned Grail Seeker. There's a power play here, all to finish top 7. Grail Seeker, Mars, and Dragon Blossom paying $4.40. Would you have a go? Do you reckon that's good money?
Where do they have to run?
7.
Top 7.
All top 7. Yeah, all 3 of them.
Okay.
What do you reckon?
Yeah.
Just after you guys mentioned those, I thought,
it's not bad.
It's not a bad find.
Top 7.
You get the odds there with
half the
Dragon
field.
Blossom, eh?
Yeah. There's only 14 runners in there, so it gives you a good crack.
There you go. All right. Dragon Blossom. I've found that Grail Seeker, you've got to follow the form, even though it was 4 lengths off those horses. They've been the form to follow in this 3-year-old campaign. But there was one positivity that I was pretty keen to have a look at. It was OP won on it. I think it was at Te Aroha just before December. It wasn't it's hard to tell how good that race was. I don't think there's been a lot of winners that came out of it, but it won really well over 1,600 metres. It was hitting the line strongly without OP really asking too much of it. He's suspended, so I presume maybe, I don't know if he would have been riding something else, but he may have been. But Ulrika's riding it, and she's in good form, so, why not? I thought that might be hitting the line well for a little bit of value at $14 positivity, but that Mars was only 2 lengths off Orchestral and Lupo Solitario as well. But, Grail Seeker seems to be the bet, but you'd probably want to find a bit of value around something else, wouldn't you?
$4.80 into 3.6. It's a decent nudge from the punters there, isn't it?
That's good money. Yeah, that's really good money.
Stay loyal to Joe Doyle and get paid.
He's good. I like Joe. He's great, isn't he?
Bloody brilliant.
Outstanding. Righto. Okay, let's move into the Thorndon Mile, which is race 8, 4:07 p.m. from Trentham. Also, an amazing race, a really, really good race. There's some of these horses coming out of, there's a Beale Classic from Boxing Day it was, there's Habana, there's Puntura, who's been winning everything over 1,600 metres that it possibly can come across. But there's so many different form lines, and this is a Group 1 race, which is very, very hard to unpack.
It certainly is. Yeah, you could again make a case for plenty in here. Do we drop Habana? I can't see why you would. Going real good. The only thing I guess that concerns me about Habana is last time, learning that he don't really like travelling that much and he's pretty quirky and whatnot. But I'd just be having a little look at him if you're going to back him. If he's all worked up and stuff, might not be the go. But he travelled down there well last time. Arguably should have been winning that race. And then with what happened with the gates and stuff, would have been top 3 at least anyway. $6.50 and $2.40. Drawn barrier 14. That's probably going to be against Tabana, but I still think that this is a quality horse. It's a Group 1 animal. Of course, you got Campionessa there that's favourite, but dropping back from 2,000 metres now. But this thing just can't stop winning. So wouldn't put it past it to win. And then the other horse that I really like here at the mile is El Vencedor. And the way that Marshy's team are going at the moment, and we've got the stay loyal to Joe Doyle. So, look, it was pretty good last start, and even the start before that, winning at Te Rapa there. And that's the way I'm going to end up playing it. So I'm probably going to put Habana on top and back him up with the heart. and just hope he can do it from barrier 14 to get that Group 1. But I'd actually probably be, if I'm going to back against Campionessa, I'm probably going to back El Vencedor.
Nice. That's good value.
I want Habana to win, but I'll put El Vencedor on top.
El Vencedor is very good value. Dan?
I didn't like Habana's 2 starts at Trentham for nil.
2 starts.
2 starts at Trentham for nil.
Span to your cup. You didn't miss either. That was perfect.
Hey, fucking gates didn't even open.
Yeah,
Forgive the big fella.
That was, but just sometimes these places just fucking graveyards for good horses. I've gone a little bit wider here. I mean, for all the reasons you're saying there, I think there's 7 winning chances in this race. But I really liked the trial of Skyman the other day. We seen the other day was the other horse that came back from Aussie's St. Bathans run second. So the sort of mediocre form in Aussie really stacks up over here. Mm-hmm. So I wouldn't be surprised at $9 and $3 to see this horse run a good race, just quietly. And then the other one I am giving a forgive for its last start is Ling Zhan's Yongfeng.
Yeah.
Back on a good track now. I just don't think it does anything that's slow or worse. There needs to be rock hard. If there's a bit of pace on, it's carrying 55, Vinnie Colgan, $18 and $5. This horse is fast, man. But did you see its win in that open handicap a couple starts ago? It was impressive.
Tarapa or something, eh?
Yeah. So, any horse that's that fast has a chance of running over the top of him. So I'm going to go with a bit of value.
You're bang on with the pronunciation there as well, mate. That was impressively.
Thank you.
Been to China?
Yeah. No. Oh, yeah. No, I have. Yeah, sorry.
Have you?
Yeah.
I think you should go again, mate. You did bloody well there. That was favourite for the Rich Hill Mile, I think, when it opened up, wasn't it?
It was
that horse?
$6, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. So obviously there's a bit of talent about it. You might be right. They might have forgotten it there, $18 to win. What about This Is Dramatic? Is it good enough?
Goes very good at Trentham as well, but drawn out barrier 13. I thought this is sort of horse you want to just be back in from barrier 1 or 2 and just gets there and maybe slows them down a bit, kicks off, and they can't pick it up. But I wouldn't be surprised. I think it'll probably outrun that $13 quote, but I probably prefer something like El Vencedor with the way it's drawn and whatnot.
And Puncher is not good enough?
Oh, I mean, it is.
Yeah.
It's just one of those horses that I'm willing to just get the old smack in the nose and go, oh, well, you weren't on again. What a dick.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough.
Yourself, mate?
Yeah, I thought Puncher each way. I'm not sure about all those Zabeel Classic ones coming back from the 2,000 metres. I'm not sure about that. Campionessa could just clean them up. But, yeah, Puntura sort of seems to be at the top of its game over 1,600 metres, so why not? But I liked El Vencedor, top 4, $2.40 is like, that seems great. It hasn't run out of top 4 since its first start this campaign. It's been first, second, third, and fourth in every single race. So $2.40 just seems like ridiculous money for a horse that'll get to the front from barrier 5, only carrying 56 kgs, which isn't a lot. $2.40 I thought was a bit of a certainty.
Oh, mate, I've just spotted both Habana and El Vencedor top 4, $6.50. Thank you.
Righto, that's pretty good. All right, well, good luck if you're having a crack at all of those. $6, did you say?
$6.50, yeah.
$6.50, shit, yeah, that is very good money. Habana's on fire as well. Righto, let's move on. Wellington Cup, race 9. I'll admit, I just started looking and I just didn't know what to do.
This is easy, boys. This is easy. 4:42 p.m. Log back in at 4:47. Hit provisional on the results, and you'll get a big fucking fright. That's my tip for you. Who knows? I backed Prince Albie. I hear they've been targeting this race. I backed Kenny Rock last start, and it was huge. We hear no worries getting to the 2 miles, so the 3,200 metres. And that's $6.50, but geez, this looks tough. The horse that I didn't mind is that Rakaya, if that's the pronunciation.
Rocher, you mean?
Rocher, yeah.
Yep.
That thing, that was very ordinary last start, but on and off track. So 4 starts on a heavy track for duck eggs. Warren Kennedy sticks with the ship, drawn out barrier 20, probably won't matter. Should be getting the 2 miles, hopefully back to a good track, which it's done 3 of its 5 wins on. And I thought maybe that's the way to go at $12 and $3.80. So that's the way I'll go. I'll put that on top. I've got a little something on, where's me mate? Oh, I've lost it. Noble Knight. No, not Noble Knight. Where the hell? Oh, Prince Albie, sorry. From, out in Barrier 19 as well, though. So that's in a futures multi, so that's probably absolutely no chance. But, yeah, this is, I think if you like something, have a crack and you're going to find a price.
You might like something, Dan, I feel.
Yeah, I do. I really like Kenny Rock. I think its last start win was very impressive. Did he win by 6 lengths? Something like that. Cricket pitch. Put him away, and the trouble is drawn 18. I don't know what he's going to do for there, where he's going to get, but going to get a good track. And I think it's his time. I think they've set him up perfectly for this, and I think he's going to go really well. The other one that I don't mind, but I'll maybe have a little bit of a saver just each way, just in case, is SVR. Last start on a soft track, the off track at Pukekohe. I just don't know if some of the horses handled it or didn't handle it. I think there was quite a few of the jockeys coming out afterwards and just saying, hey, their horse just didn't handle it. The track was just a weird track, right? Because it was really soft early and then it came back quite quickly, and then but it seemed quite puggy, and so some of the horse might not handle it. Back on a good track, looked a little bit dour maybe as well, so maybe stepping up to the 1300 this time off the 2400 might be its go. Drawn 8, Sam Weatherly, $10, 330. Yeah, I think it's a little each way saver.
Kenny Rock was your best last start, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was. Yeah, and put them away too.
Yeah.
It's unreal.
Yeah, this is very open. I'd probably just going to sit out of it, but I bet on SVR in New Year's Day, so I might have another crack at that. I thought Waisake, is it Wasaki, however you want to pronounce it, his last run was amazing, and it was so good, but $3.80.
Yeah, it's pretty short, eh?
For a cup, it's just not not on.
I suppose like proven horse that can do it, loves Trentham, been running on. Alan Sharrock trains them to the minute. Maddie Vitamin C on from Barrier 6. Probably just scared about how much money's going to start coming from Taranaki. But yeah, for me, I'd be happy to take something a little bit rougher and just sit and pray.
They generally drift out a little bit, I think, with these cup races, don't they? Like that $3, I think maybe only Aquacade kind of stayed, but still drifted out a little bit last year in the Auckland Cup, it might have been. But normally you see them about $6 favourites, don't you?
A few years ago, I had all sorts finishing on this horse to win the New Zealand Cup. You were down there. We were down there. Run second by a nose. I thought it had won. Broke me. Never bet on the horse again. I can't remember who it was. I don't know. I mean, I was distraught.
You've erased it from the memory bank.
Oh, okay. A couple of years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Sitting down on that little...
was that Bluey's Chance?
Honestly, I can't.
Bluey's Chance is in this race.
Oh, this is, you're talking Christchurch Cup, right?
Yeah, New Zealand Cup.
It was. That was Stephen Marsh's one, wasn't it? Was it the Wellfield stud colours?
Yeah, I can't remember.
Lincoln King's one.
King, was
New
it?
Zealand
Okay,
Cup.
yeah. I don't know. I just remember being distraught. Being like, I've done all the hard work. I think it was like a 4 or 5 leg multi.
Something one, like Dragon something one. I can't remember.
That's it. Yeah, you're right. Dragon Storm or something.
Yeah.
Is it Dragon Blossom running on the
Fuck knows. This is dragging on now.
Fuck. Where do you come up with these? That's outstanding. Okay, that's so good. Right, let's get to the comments then. Hopefully people have found some winners there. We wanted to know where the Punters Club's going to get to. Let's start communicating with the people out there that are listening. Where's the Punters Club? What are the best bets, Adam?
So Punters Club, we've got a couple in here. We've got one from Joel saying has to be about $1 million, praying on the 1.5. We have someone else a little bit further down who's looking at about 720, but surely we can do better than that.
I'm thinking 1.75.
1.75, okay. But as we get back to the races, we have Leighton's back on Betty Spaghetti. Reckons unlucky last start. So hopefully do a little bit more there. We have some people behind Orchestral as well. We've got Scouser at race 2 in Trentham.
Ooh.
Ethan is on, and Michael's with you guys as well. He is all over Prince Albie for top 4.
Oh, nice.
He's for it too. So yeah, there's a bit on here, and keep them coming in. Hey, we've got Jack here. This is the kind of comment we need, guys. He's got $9 million ending balance. I hope he means at the end of the day, because at the end of the day, that wouldn't be too bad of a collect for the team. But
that'd be outstanding.
That'd be pretty good. Was that Latham Smith with Betty Spaghetti? Because some of the Cornwall lads just keep on mentioning that this Betty Spaghetti is owned by a Cornwall player. So
it is a Leighton Richardson.
Different Leighton. Okay, righto. Betty Spaghetti keeps on coming up. Do we have a play? Quite, okay.
Is there any money on it this time? Because we were all over if I did it in that race.
That's
so,
right. We were probably going to get to that, eh?
But yeah, 8s into 7s now. Betty Spaghetti, Warren Kennedy on from barrier 13. I hear they've been aiming it for this race. I mean, you would be when it's worth, I think, $350,000. So good luck coming up from the south in that race. I'll probably be having a little each way on Doddle in that race after its last start win.
Nice. Anything else from Instagram, Luke?
Yes. So from the Around the Traps on the Facebook there, Lee Morris says Trentham Race 8 Puntura. Nice trial win on Tuesday. Has won 2 Group 2s. Shane Craven, I really like Grail Seeker and Waisaki on Saturday. Scott Evans to get another tattoo on Karaka Million night. Race 5, though, in the meantime, Grail Seeker to win. Matt Bowles says, my best bet will be to take it easy and save my moolah to grab even more BGP Syndicate shares for Saturday week. And Lee Foster, Noble Knight to win the Cup at 41s and 9s. Stackhouse on board. And what else have we got here? Keel Harper says, waiting for a top 4 bad and bougie tip from Erie. And then Erie said, brother, it's never not run top 4 at Trentham. Could be a sneaky draw. Doesn't help, though. Each way, top 4, $2.40. And then Alan Davis says, what damn picks? Surely he's due. So that's someone's confident for you, mate. How good. Andrew Morris, Funfetti top 4 in Desert Gold, race 5 Wellywood, perhaps a cheeky wee piece on the snot box too. Heaps of best bets in there. There are comments for Africa.
Heaps going on. Scouser people mentioned that might be one of the lads' best bets tonight. I remember Bad and Bougie at the Everest because it was running. You just had to get a bet on it.
Bad and Bougie.
You just don't want to miss out on it.
No, I'll be on. Yeah, we'll be on.
So
That's in the Thorndon.
Do you like any of those, Dan, that came up there?
Oh, there were plenty in there.
Yeah.
Particularly around Grail Seeker. Love those.
Yeah. I'm interested to know, Luke, that the $1.5 million or whatever we get it to, and I'm sure the people out there are interested to know as well, say this balance just keeps on climbing. Middle of next week, we've got 800 to $1 million. Obviously, you're not going to say what horses, but are you guys looking at the futures? Are there any other thoughts that might happen before Wednesday? Should people keep an eye out?
Look, you always got to have a look over the fence, right? And if you can spot some overs, then you got to have a play. But yeah, I'm not sure. We'll see how this next week goes. And I think with the balance tracking towards, I think it's tracking towards about 1.75 million, which is pretty crazy. We'd have to launch something, right? Especially if we get one of those $1 million bets. We'd have to we'd have to have $1 million bet, wouldn't we?
Yes. Like, who's running in the last? I know you would, but honestly,
Who is it? Legato.
Oh, baby.
I think you've got a really good gauge on where it's going to get to, but I always think that you might slightly underestimate it too. So if you're thinking 1.75, it could be 2 million.
It's pretty crazy, isn't it?
It's crazy, eh?
Yeah, I can't even divide 2 million by 6 races, but that's a shitload every race to spend.
I think I'd treat them as well, though, eh?
No.
Oh. Okay.
That's
just people at the
people at Sweatshop
at the event. Great,
which is also at capacity, and of course people that are at the event as races will still be going on. But yep, strictly at the Big E at Ellerslie over the 6 races. So bring it on. But we can take power plays. There's a few rules in place for us that we've got to navigate, but we've been studying those up. We're figuring it out.
Do you turn up just with like each race you go, this is my top 10 horses in order? Do all 3 of you guys do that, or like?
We have a bit of a Zoom call leading into it. So I'm actually trying to do a bit of content with the TAB as a vlog of what sort of goes on in the background. It won't have obviously everything, but just for a little bit of that. But usually we have a call. So myself, Goat, and Ted, once we really get the fields out and the odds out as well, and start to figure out what we like. It's usually pretty quiet. We're not on the call, but leading into that, and then we start looking at, okay, well, those 2 overlap. How about a power play? Those sorts of things, and we start calculating some multis out. Okay, does that take us on beyond the maximum that we can win? So there's a lot to it that goes on, and then we launch the bet on, and then we go to try and get it out in front of everyone so that people have got plenty of time to figure out what's been bet.
Mate, it's exciting. What a week you're going to have, eh? What a week.
Fuck am I doing with my life? It's pretty crazy.
Oh, good. Hey, just before we move on, there was something that I want to just point out as well, which a horse that I seen at Ellerslie on Sunday in the Ginger Nut Salva. I know I was quite keen, and I've backed that other one to win the Derby that Ted mentioned. But I went back and watched the race a couple of times, and there's this horse of Stephen Marsh's just won. I think it was its 3rd or 4th start. This horse absolutely flew home from so far back in that race. It's $26 currently in the Derby. I think. I mean, I've already backed it as well at 26s, but I just think maybe have a little look out for that because 26s. It looks like it's probably going to win its next start. I'll be watching where it goes. But yeah, it looks like a horse that's gonna go well.
What's it called again, mate?
Just one.
Just one. Like O-N-E?
Number one.
Or
Yeah,
W-O-N?
just one. Just O-N-E.
Beautiful.
Good clarification. That's good, mate. Derby futures. There you go. That's good to know. Is there anything else you lads like this weekend?
We go to the Derby, aren't we?
Well, yeah, 2nd of March. Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah.
Get the futures home. Dan can shout the fucking champagne. How good. Just one more bottle, Dan.
Yeah, the Derby's always a classic day, eh? It's a really proper
Yeah.
event.
This weekend, no. But remember last week we asked this question. We got on one that was pretty loose down. Where were they racing?
Curel?
Was it Curel? I was about to say Curel, but was it? Jeweler Patch.
Oh.
Yeah.
See it? I thought it was going to lead. Didn't lead.
Where did it run?
Fourth.
Yeah. I had top 4. I was happy with that.
Nice.
I didn't text you because I thought you're probably not coherent, so I'll
Yeah,
just leave it out.
I was at that stage. I was trying to tell everyone to get on. I think this is a setup. We're on,
Because
guys.
some of the horses got scratched and things, so it became a great bet.
There's only 7 horses in the field, and even the favourite, Watch Out, the $2 shot, didn't even win. And the horse just got going late as well, so I don't know. It might have been a missed opportunity for everyone, but Stag Do could have got pretty weird if that thing won at 26.
You were very, very keen on it, and you gave a great case as well. So hopefully people did get paid on it.
It was
Dan.
a 7-horse field or a 6-horse field, and it paid $4 or $5 for a top
four.
four.
Crazy,
Madness.
Yeah, crazy. It's good stuff.
Yeah.
Do you like anything else this Saturday, Dan, or this weekend? We've got Pukekohe on Sunday too, no?
Oh,
No,
actually,
I haven't looked at Pookie on Sunday, but no, that was...
Actually, 2 I do like. So, race number 1 at Trentham, there's a horse called Anise in there. Matt Cameron rides. I've had this in the black book. It's usually getting home, and it finally got a victory last start. Carries 56. It's $9 and $2.80. This is a bonus back race, I would assume. So $9 is a good price to find out. One that I spotted on Sunday that I don't think is as good as some of the other horses coming out of the form line. The odds aren't out yet, but it's a horse called Burgundy If. Now, it's drawn barrier 13, which doesn't help, but it has the Snazzy Tavi form line. So you might just want to stick with that. Burgundy If in the last. Definitely each way, because it's only won 1 from 11, but that's just something I spotted and thought, ooh, I recognise.
You have to, because Rudyard bought the Snazzy Tavi form on Sunday and won the last at Ellerslie as well.
And I think you'll find that we've got the winner from Topor racing in Pukekohe on Sunday as well. I think one of these races are actually named. Yeah, join the BGP Karaka Million Punters Club via trb.co.nz 1400 metres race number 5. Yeah, I can't pronounce it, but it's horse number 2. The odds aren't out. Loyal with Joe Doyle. He'll probably win the race. Tanganyika or something. That's the horse that ran third behind Snazzy Tavi and Fortunate Son. It came out and won its next start on the 30th of December, paid $1.60 that day. Absolutely pissed in. And yeah, goes to Pukekohe. So keep an eye out for those.
We should really have a blessed bet in that race, shouldn't we?
Yeah, damn it, I didn't think about that. Oh, look,
There's still time.
They'll probably bless that to $5 or something.
Yeah,
Let us have a go.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, 2 on a weekend again. Dan, I felt like you were chipping in there with something.
Yeah, no, I was just trying to figure out how to pronounce that name. I came up with nothing.
It's Japanese, not Chinese. That's where you're
Okay,
gone wrong.
yeah,
yeah, that's tough.
Your Chinese was quite good tonight, I thought.
thank you.
Sunday, yeah, Pukekohe, the odds aren't out. But Pour the Wine, who won well fresh up at Pukekohe with Warren Kennedy on board on New Year's Day, is racing again against Academy Award. Wondered whether that might be a good Quinella play, but obviously Warren Kennedy returns to the scene of the crime from New Year's Day on absolute fire, so you'd be following him on Sunday. And then Desert Lightning, race 6 as well, I thought. But the odds should be out, really. It's Thursday night.
We're itchy. We are itchy.
Come on, Tab. Let's get into it. Luke's got a blessed bet coming for you tomorrow for and then amongst everything else in the morning, mate.
Sort it out, Kimmies, you cat.
Hey, this is Luke Kimmies. Righto. Okay. Right. Best bets, not blessed bets. We've got a bit going on here, don't we? Righto. Best bets. Let's get to the best bets. Hopefully everybody's looking forward to these again. We mentioned in the chats there was some people liking Scouser, and Ted is also liking Scouser as his best bet for this weekend. $6.50 and $2.50. Trentham race 2 each way all day. Nice trial win at Waipa, and then came out and won well on debut at Rotorua. Filly with ability and will hopefully get a nice run from the Ace Draw. I think she can take the step up in a handy 3-year-old field. $6.50 and $2.50. Scouser, Trentham, that's Ted's best bet. That's excellent money for that. Goat's best?
The Goat's best. He's going to Trentham, race number 3, a Quinella, Overdrawn and Alexandra Quick. Both well named for a Quinella because I think there are a few lads on Sunday that were overdrawn at Alexandra Park. So race number 3, the Quinella, Overdrawn and Alexandra Quick.
Nice, mate. Matty, Punt IQ, Rose Hill, race 10, Give Me Joy, $6. Geez, we're getting good odds here with these best bets, aren't we? Should have early speed to lead from a wide gate and find the lead and rail. Yep. Will give a sight and could prove hard to run down after leading her last couple and winning at Wyong. Gets a chance in the city now. Matty, Punt IQ, Rose Hill, race 10, Give Me Joy, looking to get his best bets back on track. Righto, Dan, why don't you do yourself and the Scam Man, mate?
Yeah, mate.
Yeah,
Sounds
you
good.
ready to go?
We'll start with the Scan Man, eh? Race 5, Marlborough Harness, Tomorrow, Cosmic Angel. Opened up at $8 this horse and is into $6 early, so there's been some money early for it. Scan Man said that was travelling really well last start, held up, and then got no luck in the final straight. Kimberly Butt on board, so that's Marlborough Harness tomorrow, race 5. Well, I guess it's at Blenheim. Number 8, Cosmic Angel. And then I am going to go to Gore, meeting 6, race 5, Lochner Berry. I've gone back to my old trusty sort of rating 75 middle distance, over 1800. Lochner Berry, it's dropping back from a rating 86 and it was beaten by Riviera Rock and Humbucker. It's won 2 of its last 4 starts. And it really does like a firm track. So it's 1-for-1 over 1800. It's dropping back to a rating 75. 3 yellow claim with Bailey Rogerson. So only carrying 54. 1-on-1 course and distance. 3 starts and 2 wins on the course. Looks like a good bet. That's Lochner Berry. I don't know what's paying now. Is it $6 and...
I'm trying to find that too.
Gore race 5. It's hang on. Here we go. I got you.
Good quote.
It's 360.
Oh, sorry, I was looking at Core Race 6. Sorry, mate. 360, right?
Was it 360?
360. Yep, that'll do.
Oh, bloody good. Well, when you finish locking your berries into your NutriBullet, you want to stick with Gore and get to race number 9. So meeting 6, race number 9. Down the bottom of the book, there's a horse we've spoken about before, superbly written from the Tiaco stable. It's Head Down South. Now, this horse bet a very nice horse. Well, actually... did heated and then was promoted, I think. And that was a horse called Still Bang On. Now, before that, it ran 3rd to Channel Surfer. And to be fair, it was sort of a long way back from them. It then had issues and ran last. It then trialled and won a trial. It went to Trentham and it was 2.5 lengths off them. Beaten by Bedtime Story. And it was a little bit awkward in that race. So I'm going to give it another chance. It's drawn out in barrier 13, so it's definitely an each-way play. $5 and $2, though. And it's very, very well bred, written tycoon out of a great mare called Supera. So $5 and $2, that's my each-way, superbly written in race number 9.
Nice, mate.
Gorgeous.
That's good form to follow. You guys are doing your bit for the grassroots racing there, eh? What have you done for the grassroots? Down south. You're going deep south. How good. Righto. If you're watching on a Saturday afternoon, got some punts for you from Gore. That's bloody good news. Righto. I'm going to go to Trentham, race 6. Found it very hard this week, but a horse called Canna. Each way, I think it's paying $5 and $2.10. It ran in the Lindau Stewards Stakes for a 6th. Didn't do all that well in that race, but it was quite a big step up in class. Loves the 1,000-metre sprint. It's had a bit of a freshen up from that. Don't worry about last start. Have a look at its start before that, over 1,100 metres, I think. I think it got held up until about the 100, then absolutely blitzed them to finish off. Runs very fast. Trentham, race 6. Canna at the each-way price, $5 and $2.10. So good luck if you're having a crack. That's awesome from you guys. I know that everybody spent a lot of time trying to find something, and it took until about 4 o'clock this afternoon, didn't it?
It certainly wasn't easy, and the confidence levels aren't sky high, but I'm sure there's a few winners in there for the people, much like there was last weekend.
The positive thing could be that best of BGP top 4 bet could be worth about 30 grand this week if you put $20 on it.
Oh, yeah, nice.
There's some real serious odds in there.
Yeah, there is.
I reckon.
A loose.
Still blessed bet to come for Sunday too, which is great.
Swing you can, Luke. Cheers, mate.
Oh, mate, don't worry about it. That's all good.
Good. Love it.
Alrighty. Okay, well, Luke, busy morning in the morning, mate.
Yes, it is. We are going to Ellerslie. Maybe we're letting the cat out of the bag. There's some gallops tomorrow. We're going to get to see Cool and Fast gallop, which will be exciting. Plus, I think there's 17 gallops in total, 2 horses going at the same time. So we're going to get to see some good quality horse flesh. We're going to do the best of BGP from there. And we're making some content about how it all starts at the sales, down there at the sales complex at Karaka, and how you can all go along to the sales if you'd like to from the Sunday. Teach people about that. We've got some other things in the pipe as well. So keep an eye out to the socials. If you see stuff on the socials, engage with it. This is the time of year where people are really interested in racing due to the Karaka Million and what everybody's doing around the industry and the Punters Club and things like that. So if you engage with the content, it's going to end up in other people's feeds as well. You never know, might get them along to the races in the future or being a part of a winning Group 1 horse.
Absolutely, mate. Good on you. You feeling comfortable about where everything's at the moment?
Yeah, mate, I'm fired up. I've got a very quiet weekend this weekend. The routine is down pat and just getting dialed in for this time next week. And then we really build into that last 48 hours, start to lose my sleep and lose all sorts, and then just get tearing into it on the Saturday.
Good man. Good luck for the next few days. Dan, engagement party on Saturday, I understand. You'll be watching the races, though?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, no, the engagement party doesn't start till after the races are over. So,
Smart.
Yeah, we're stuck into the races throughout the day. And, 90th birthday on Sunday, so I'm, right into it. Still on the zeros. I'll be on the zeros for a little while longer, but come about 7 p.m. next Saturday night, I think, I'll be tearing into it.
Nice.
Good man. And the Black Clash this weekend, I think, as well. The ACC are going to be down there. Is that right, Adam? You're heading down?
Yeah, I'm heading down on Saturday with the boys after they commentate on Friday night. So there is commentary tomorrow, there is a Black Clash on Saturday, and then there is an afternoon game, I think, on Sunday as well. So there's a bit on for the ACC in the next couple of weeks. And then next weekend, then we go live for Karaka as well. So she's going good, right? She's going good.
So much sport to be involved in, and I hope you don't mind us mentioning Matt. Hopefully we've got you next Thursday, but we never know because Matt's going to be a dad, so if he has to run halfway through one of the streams, you'll know what's happened. Shit.
I haven't missed anything.
Shit would be in trouble. So good luck with that, mate, but hopefully we see you next Thursday.
Thanks, mate. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
I really, I hope so too. I don't know how to feel about it, but yeah, thanks, mate. It's very good of you.
Outstanding.
Righto, thanks very much for you guys as always, Dan and Luke. Thanks, Adam. Thanks to everybody that's been listening in tonight. It is always an absolute pleasure to have you with us. We are so looking forward to next Saturday, the Karaka Millions. This is the time of the year that everybody wants to be involved in the horse racing industry and have some piece of it. So hopefully you're coming along. Hopefully you're looking forward to it. Hopefully you win some this weekend so you can pile some more into the BGP Punters Club. Get involved, and we'll see you guys all back here next Thursday night. Thank you very much.
Game, set, and match. Shut the gate. They're going to do it again. The Karaka Million goes with and stays with. Up in front, Del Zao, long run, but here's the calls now. He's coming. He's going to get there.